It is my belief as an ethical seducer that everyone in the world has the right to find their soulmate without interference. Everyone in the world has the right to find a soulmate without interference. I believe in love. I believe in relationships. I believe in marriage. What I don't believe in is doing any of those things with the wrong person. Everyone has the right to find the right person for them without interference. And that ultimate belief of the ethical seducer actually carries over into so many other facets of this. So let's say two people are dating and they're in a committed relationship, but they're not necessarily with the right person. They don't really know if they're going to get married. They've been dating for a couple of years and they're still hemming and hawing and they're not really sure what's out there. Then being in a committed, exclusive relationship is actually hurting them. I think it's unethical. Here's why. In the 2-year relationship that these two people are involved together, which is exclusive, meaning they don't date other people, they haven't figured out if they even want to be together long term. In those 2 years, they have forbidden each other from finding a true soulmate. That's what makes it unethical. Even an ethical seducer who believes in monogamy and who only wants to practice monogamous relationships must do the ethical thing. And because the ultimate belief is we all have a right to find a soulmate without interference, if you're going to be monogamous with somebody, you are monogamous until you are sure that they're not the right one for you. And if at any point you feel that the person you're dating is not your soulmate, you must terminate the relationship and set that person free so that they can find their soulmate. There's nothing wrong with monogamy. I think monogamy is a very valuable thing. And for some people, monogamy is the only relationship structure that works for them. However, being in a monogamous relationship with the wrong person is unethical for both people because it forbids them from finding their right person for them. So if you're an ethical seducer and you want to practice monogamous relationships, your monogamous relationships should be very short-lived. If you get any inclination that the person you're with is not your soulmate and there is a likelihood that you will not be with that person long-term, end the relationship as soon as possible. Set that person free. Ironically, when I talk like this to people, it's usually the women who hear this that struggle with this idea of not staying with somebody until you know for sure, because it means a lot of short-lived relationships and possibly a lot of breakups and abandonment. What I explain to women is that commitment and monogamy with the wrong person hurts women more than it would ever hurt a man. As men, we do not have biological clocks. As long as we are physically healthy, we can father children well into our late 50s, 60s, and 70s, in fact, until we are ready to die. A woman, however, has a limited amount of time where she can have a child healthily. And even when she can physically still have a child, the older she gets, the more health risks to her, as well as to the baby that she would give birth to. I think it's more important for women to really ease off the idea of commitment and to make sure that they know exactly what's out there and that they choose the right partner for them. It is my hope that when women get into the world of dating, they date as much as they can. Not because they have to go and sow their wild oats or get lots of sexual experience, but because they need to be sure that the person they end up having kids with, if having kids is something they want, should be their soulmate. Now, as a man listening to this program, I want you to understand you have a part to play in this too. If you're dating a woman and she's interested in you and she wants to have children with you and want to build a future with you and you're not interested, you have an obligation to set her free. The ultimate belief of the ethical seducer: everyone has the right to find their soulmate without interference. When you keep a woman led on and latched on to you and you have no interest in having a future with her, you are interfering with her ability to find her soulmate. Please move on to the next CD.